You crack out of your egg, and the first thing you see is teeth. A tiny glass shrimp is ripping through the egg raft, gulping down your brothers and sisters while they're still hatching. You watch it swallow 3 siblings whole. They don't even struggle. Just gone in seconds. You're barely the size of a rice grain. Just a tiny blob of see-through flesh floating at the surface with 500 other hatchlings. The shrimp grabs another sibling right next to you. You see your brother's body get crushed in its claws before disappearing down its throat. The shrimp turns toward you. Its claws snap twice, testing the water. You don't think you just drop, sinking fast into darker water. The shrimp doesn't follow. It stays up top where the food is easy. You look up and see shadows moving through the egg raft. More shrimp. More death. You just survived your first 10 seconds of life. Around you, half your siblings are already dead or dying. Now you're starving. Your stomach feels like it's burning from the inside. You've never eaten before, and your body is screaming for food. You spot something drifting past, a tiny creature with legs, just twice your size. You lunge with your mouth wide open. It explodes sideways so fast you spin in the water. You try again. Same thing. These creatures move like they're being shot from a gun. After 20 tries, you finally trap one against a piece of floating algae. You bite down. It struggles, but you swallow it whole. The burning in your stomach stops, for now. But here's the problem. You need to catch one of these every few hours or you die, and you're stuck floating out here for 3 months. Most baby fish only float for 2 weeks before finding shelter. You need 90 days in open water where everything wants to eat you. And you're about to grow something that makes you a walking target for every predator in the ocean. You're 1 week old when you feel the bump growing behind your head. At first you think something bit you. Then the bump stretches upward. It keeps growing. A long fleshy tube erupting from your back like some kind of alien antenna. You can't control it. Can't hide it. Can't make it stop. The thing grows to 7 inches long. You're half an inch. It waves above you in the current like a giant flag screaming food here. A school of baby jacks spots the movement from 50 feet away. They swarm in like piranhas. You drop fast, but the antenna drags behind you. You can't hide with this thing attached to your spine. The first jack bites the tip. Pain explodes down your entire body. The antenna connects directly to your nerves. It's like someone grabbing your bones and pulling. You twist hard and the jack loses its grip. But 5 more are coming. They tear at the antenna from all sides. You feel every single bite. Blood clouds the water around you. One jack bites down harder than the others. You feel the antenna tissue rip. The jack thrashes, trying to tear the whole thing off. You're screaming in pain, but no sound comes out. Then something bigger notices the chaos. A small barracuda streaks in from below, drawn by the blood and movement. It doesn't want you, you're too small. It wants the jacks. Its mouth opens and snaps shut on 2 of them at once. Bones crack. The other jacks scatter in every direction. The barracuda swallows and looks around for more. Its eye passes right over you. You freeze completely, hoping your transparency saves you. The barracuda turns and rockets after the fleeing jacks. You sink into deeper water, trailing blood from the torn antenna. It'll grow back in 3 days. Then you'll do this exact same thing again. And again. For months. Skip forward 2 weeks. The current you're drifting in is pulling you north. The water gets colder every day. Your tropical cold water shuts down your whole body. You're too small to fight the current. You just drift and wait to die in water that feels like ice. Your siblings who drifted this way are already dead. You pass their bodies floating below you. Frozen. Lifeless. Then one morning the current changes. Spins you sideways. Pushes you south again. Back toward warm water. Back toward survival. Pure luck just saved your life. Nothing you did. Just random ocean currents deciding you get to live another day. But you're still stuck out here for 2 more months. With that antenna. With no home. With everything trying to eat you. Your body starts changing fast. The antenna falls off first, just drops into the water like dead skin. Then you stretch, longer, thinner. Your bones extend, your fins barely grow. You end up 8 inches long, but skinny as a worm. Transparent, weak, and you're starving worse than ever. Your body is eating its own muscles for fuel. You can feel yourself getting weaker every hour. You have maybe 2 days before you die completely. But you can't just eat more copepods. That won't work anymore. You need something specific now. You need to find a sea cucumber, these slug-like creatures that crawl on the ocean floor eating dirt. You need to get inside one and live in its body. It's the only way your species survives. No pressure. You swim down toward the bottom, tasting the water for their chemical scent. Hours pass. Nothing. You're shaking from hunger now. Your vision is blurring. Every movement takes more energy than you have. Then you smell it. Faint. The chemical scent of cucumber skin mixed with processed sand. You follow the trail, swimming as hard as your dying body allows. Your muscles are burning. You can feel your body starting to shut down. You're maybe 4 hours from death when you finally see it. A brown lumpy creature, 14 inches long, crawling across the sand like it has nowhere to be. You swim to its back end. There's an opening there. It breathes by sucking water in through its butt. That's your entrance. That's survival. A moray eel slides out from the rocks nearby. It sees you, smells you in the water, starts moving toward you with that snake-like swimming motion. You press your tail against the cucumber's opening and push. Nothing happens. The muscle is clenched shut like a fist. The cucumber knows something's trying to get in. The eel is 10 feet away, coming fast, mouth already opening. You push harder against the opening. It stays closed. The cucumber won't let you in, won't open. 5 feet. You can see the eel's teeth now. You slam your tail against the opening desperately. Again. Again. The cucumber finally exhales, it has to, or it'll suffocate. The muscle relaxes for maybe 1 second. You shove through with everything you have. The opening clamps down on you immediately like a trap. You're stuck back half inside, front half outside. The muscle is crushing you in the middle. You can't breathe, can't move forward or backward. The eel lunges. Its teeth scrape across your face, missing your eye by nothing. You feel the bite pressure, but your head slips away. The eel adjusts and bites again, this time catching your tail. You feel teeth puncture through your skin and into muscle. You thrash with everything you have left, forcing yourself deeper into the opening. Your bones bend, your organs compress. The cucumber's muscle is trying to push you back out while the eel is trying to pull you back into its mouth. For 10 seconds, you're being torn in 2 directions. Then your slippery coating does its job. You slide out of the eel's teeth and deeper into the cucumber. Inch by inch, your body twisting through the impossible space. The eel's too thick to follow. You hear it snap its jaws one more time outside, frustrated, then swim away looking for easier food. You're through. Inside. In total darkness, water flows past as the cucumber breathes. The walls pulse around you with muscle contraction. Everything smells like poison that should kill fish. But you made it. You're inside. You're safe. Except something way worse just started. Something you can't fight or run from. You feel your tail burning. Not from the eel bite, from the inside. Like something's dissolving your bones with acid. You twist around in the cramped space and watch your tail getting shorter. Not injured, shorter. Your spine is dissolving, your bones are breaking down. Your body is eating itself from the back forward. This is how you become an adult. By cannibalizing your own flesh and bone for fuel. Over the next 15 days, you shrink from 8 inches to 3 inches. More than half of you just vanishes. Your vertebrae dissolve one by one. Your muscles turn to liquid that your body absorbs. Your tailbones break down into calcium that rebuilds your adult skeleton. Everything from your back half gets consumed and used as fuel. You can't eat during this. Your stomach shuts off completely. You just lie in the toxic darkness, feeling yourself melt and reform. Your bones softening, your muscles dissolving. Your body using pieces of yourself to build the adult version. It's like being digested from the inside, by yourself. On day 16, it finally stops. You're 3 inches long now, fully transformed, adult, and absolutely starving because you haven't eaten in over 2 weeks. You need food, now, which means you need to wake up and start hunting. You move for the first time in over 2 weeks and immediately bump into something. Something alive, in here with you. You freeze. That wasn't the cucumber's wall. That was another fish. You move again and feel it a body, coiled in the respiratory chamber. You back away and bump into another one, and another. The darkness erupts with movement, bodies everywhere, thrashing. You feel teeth scrape past your face. Something bites your tail. You bite back, hitting flesh. The water fills with blood and aggression. You can't see anything, but you can feel them. Lots of them. All moving, all panicking. The cucumber's muscles squeeze everyone, trying to force out the chaos. The pressure makes it worse. You're all packed together like sardines in a can, fighting for space in the cramped body cavity. You count them by touch as you fight for position. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 10, 12. 14 others are in here. 15 pearlfish total in a cucumber barely big enough for 3. This is a nightmare. You didn't find a home. You found a war zone. A bigger fish twice your size lunges out of the darkness and bites your side. You twist away, but there's nowhere to go. You're surrounded by bodies. Some are fighting each other. Some are trying to escape through the opening. The cucumber keeps squeezing, making the space even smaller. You bite the big one back, catching its tail. It thrashes and smashes you into the cucumber wall. Your ribs crack. You let go and try to swim to the opposite end, but 3 more are already there, fighting each other. The chaos lasts for hours. The cucumber's muscles keep contracting, squeezing tighter and tighter. Some of the smaller pearlfish get crushed between bodies and the walls. You feel one go limp next to you. Finally, the biggest ones start leaving. One by one, they squeeze through the exit hole and disappear into the ocean, looking for less crowded homes, or to hunt, or to escape the violence. By sunrise, only 4 of you are left. The cucumber's body cavity is painted with blood. 2 dead pearlfish float in the water, being slowly absorbed by the cucumber's immune system. You claim a spot in the respiratory chamber. The other 3 survivors coil in different sections. An uneasy truce. You're all too tired to fight anymore. But you know this isn't over. Tomorrow night, when you return from hunting, one of them might attack you in the darkness, or you might have to fight them for the best sleeping spot. Or more might enter while you're gone, and the whole nightmare starts again. You just survived your transformation and immediately learned the truth. Even when you find a home, you're never safe from your own species. You squeeze backward out through the cucumber's butt at sunset. Your first hunt as an adult. You're starving after 2 weeks of not eating. You spot a shrimp resting on coral. You approach slowly. Line up the strike. Lunge. The shrimp vanishes before you even see it move. Gone. You hunt for 9 more hours. Another shrimp escapes. A small fish disappears. A crab hides before you can strike. You return home at dawn with nothing. Empty stomach. You burned energy all night and caught nothing. Next night, nothing. Third night, nothing. You're so weak now you can barely swim. Fourth night, you catch something tiny, maybe 50 calories. Took you 10 hours. Here's the reality. 93 out of every 100 hunts end with nothing. Those 7 successful nights have to power you through 93 failures. You're starving in slow motion. Skip forward 4 months. You're hunting near your reef when you smell something familiar. Another adult pearlfish, hunting the same area. You've seen others before. Usually you avoid each other. But tonight this one changes direction, swimming straight toward you. You freeze. Maybe they're just passing through. But they're not. They're tracking you. Then you realize what's happening. You're small, weak from months of failed hunts, and this pearlfish is big, strong, well-fed. You're not a fellow survivor to them. You're food, easier to catch than a shrimp. They lunge with their mouth open. You dodge and their teeth scrape your side. They attack again. Their jaw clamps down on your tail. You break free and swim hard for the reef. They chase. They're faster, stronger. You spot a crack in the coral and shoot inside. Too narrow for them to follow. They circle outside, waiting. You wait for 2 hours. They're still out there. Patient, hungry. Finally, you risk it. You shoot out and swim as hard as you can for your cucumber. 20 feet away, 15. They catch you 10 feet from safety. Their teeth sink into your back. You feel ribs crack. They start dragging you away from home. You kick with everything you have, but they're too strong. Their teeth sink deeper. Your spine cracks. Everything goes dark. 3 months with a death antenna. 15 days eating yourself. Finding a home packed with 14 others fighting for space. Months of hunting failures. All of it ends with your own species treating you like prey. But believe it or not, there's an animal with an even worse life. Watch that story next.